Welcome to this episode of Chatting with Staxx. I'm your host, Bill Staxx, and today I got something really good for you guys. I got a story, and there's a video to go along with it to prove that things aren't always what they seem. So there's a guy who's fighting for his life in court over some nonsense, and we're going to get into that story right now. But before we get started, make sure you hit the like, subscribe, and notification bell so you can get my videos every time they drop. So we're going to call the guy in this story, we're going to call him G for now, right? So this story takes place in Plainfield, Connecticut. And the reason why I'm covering this story is because he was looking through emails to send me something when all this transpired. And I think something that the police aren't aware of is that we have video. And it proves that they're wrong. And the way that they, in the newspaper and the news, and the way that they reported on this incident is totally unprofessional. So let me break down the story for you guys. So this happened on January 4th, I believe. Right after Christmas, January 4th. So I'm going to read the story first that the headlines put News Channel 8, Channel 3, the newspapers, all of them. They reported this. This was the headline. Plainfield police, man pointed gun at drivers. Now, they don't even have their facts together. I don't know why they would put man pointed gun at drivers, because it should probably say allegedly, because there was never a gun found. There was no gun. So this is the story. It says a man pointed a gun at passing drivers Thursday morning in Plainfield, according to police. We'll say G of Central Village was in a white vehicle around 10:30 a.m. at Central Village Hotel on Main Street when he took out a gun, according to police. He was uncooperative with police when they told him to show his hands, according to officers. He then walked away before eventually stopping and being taken into custody. Now, the next line says he's been charged with second-degree breach of peace and interfering with a police investigation. He was released on a non-surety bond. So where's the gun? My question is, where's the gun? The headline says he had a gun, but I'm going to show you that there was no gun. And the police are, powwowing a little group together, and they're saying how they're going to just say this. Just say, we're going to say we followed him from the gas station. He was weaving in and out of traffic, which is not true, because he was at a gas station. He came to this parking lot. I'm going to show you the video. Pulled into the parking lot. He's going through his emails. And you know how certain phones have a thing where you could press play and it'll play whatever you have on your phone, because he can't see them well, because the letters are too small on the phone. So he presses play and listens to it. So he's holding the phone like this. And the police say that was a gun. So we're going to get into this video. I stitched all the videos together, but I left out a lot of where he's sitting in the car for about a half hour. I figured we don't want to sit here and watch him just sit in a car, but there's plenty of us for us to watch. And you can see the police assembling with their guns out, And then they run up. They got AR-15s and all this. It's crazy. Mickey, what's up, man? Gaspipe, how are you? Cajun and Brittany, what's going on? Maureen, how are you? Saudia, what's going on? Richard, Thomas, Brittany. The sun going down in Albuquerque. Feds just started arresting officers and aren't talking yet. So I heard, well, we'll get to the questions and everything after, and I'll tell you what I heard about out there. It's pretty crazy. It's insane. Saudia says Bill's going to give us the facts, 100%. So the reason why I'm even involved in this case is because he was going through emails to send me. And we've been in contact for a story I've been working on. And he's getting his emails together to send me. And then all of a sudden, there's cops pointing guns at him. So, you know, so there was a 911 call. And the person on the call, which we have the call, and we know who called, said that he had a gun and was pointing a gun at passing motorists. But this all stems from some jealousy. So this place that I'm about to show you was a former hotel and in Plainfield. And a lot of people, less than savory people used to go there, and they would use drugs in the parking lot. People were found deceased in, you got my name right, David, what's going on? So there was people found overdose in the parking lot. A lot of craziness has happened at this place. People get shot and this and that. And it's a rural community. This is like the woods of Connecticut. But without any further ado, let's get into the video. Now, this is when he already left the gas station and he's pulling into the parking lot. So he pulled into the parking lot, and you're going to see he's going to reverse into the spot and then see what happens next. Now, he's on the phone working on emails to send me. No cops around, nothing. Everything's good, right? And in this video, it's quite a long time that, like I said, I took some of the video off because it was just him sitting in the car. I didn't want to sit here and play half hour of him just sitting in the car. So it's going to get juicy pretty quick. Boom, throws a cup out the window. Everything's still good. There's no cops around. Boom, see the cops? Cops pull up. You see them way over there in the far right? So they're starting to assemble over there. He doesn't even notice them yet. He doesn't even know they're there. Because there's buildings over there, and he's thinking, and when he does notice that there's police there, he's thinking they're there for the building way down the road. He has no clue that they're there for him. He's just going through emails. He's listening to emails on his phone.
Put your hands out the driver's side window.
So he gets out of the car. The video, hold on. He gets out of the car. I'm pretty sure it'll go back to where he gets out of the car. I got all that. I must have skipped that part. But...
The driver's side window.
That's an oh shit moment. All right, you see? That's when the cops first pull up. That's when the cops first pull up. You can't even tell who they're there. You see what I'm saying? So he gets out of the car like, what are you talking about? He sees that they're pointing guns at him, and he's in fear for his life. He's thinking they're going to shoot him. He doesn't even know. Where'd you get this? Confidential source. See, he has a cell phone in his hand. He's like, I don't know what you're talking about. Now, there's a building right where we're looking from, right? There's a building with stairs that go up. And he starts going in. He wants to go upstairs because there's witnesses that are upstairs. He wants to get some people so they can see what's going on. Now, let's see what happens next. You can see he doesn't have a gun. He has a cell phone in his hand. Casually walks away. He just had a cell phone. Casually walks away. He walks up the stairs and starts going upstairs. Now watch. You see him coming running. All the cops are running.
Sir! Hey! You're not free to go!
Boom. So once he's in the hallway, he stops. Cops grab him, they handcuff him. They're going to bring him out, and you're going to see the whole interaction with him and the police. Here comes the cavalry, you know, the town where nothing happens. All right, boom, they're coming outside. Now, the police ask him, you're not free to go. Yeah, they said you're not free to go. So they ask him, do you have a gun? Do you have a gun? No. Do you have a gun in the car? No. Can we search the car? He said, you can search the car as long as I'm present.
You know, I hear felony stop. I hear this. I hear that.
Yeah, it's no right to treat you like.
Yeah, 100%.
You got to report it. Somebody, no, possibly pointing a gun at somebody.
100%.
And he's sitting here putting his arms up and down. He's putting his hands down. You can clearly hear right on the PA.
Yep.
Then you get down and start walking the stairs. The car is stop.
Yep.
And he keeps going. So.
All right, we got it.
If you walk away or you want to hear your right hand?
So
If you cannot afford a hire lawyer, one will be appointed to represent you for any question if you wish. You can decide at any time to exercise his rights. Do not answer any questions or make any statements. Do you understand?
So we got a rest. All right. You have no firearms here?
No, I don't. I have nothing in my car.
It gets a little loud because I turned up the volume so you can hear what the cops are talking about.
You gotta have a good reason for this. I didn't do nothing wrong.
Are you pointing at someone walking by or something?
No, I'm on my fucking phone. I was on my phone.
Okay, and you hear the officer on the PA talk to you?
Yeah, but I'm saying, what the fuck did I do?
Okay, but you gotta...
But you could have pulled in here and talked to me. You know me.
You don't understand. I'm not involved in this, all right?
And listen, this is a small town. Like, this is a small town where a lot of people, they know each other. Like, these people know who each other are. Like, this is not like some stranger out there. They know who this guy is.
I want to hear from you, so, alright? Alright, so obviously I pulled up and I blew off you had a call that you were pointing something at someone walking by, at which point they believed it was a gun.
I don't even know nobody's around. I'm on my phone. Minding my business.
We don't know that.
Okay, now you know that.
One more second.
Go ahead, go ahead.
And you got two officers on their PA telling you to put your hands up, whatever they're telling you to do, and then you start walking away.
Yeah,
Walk-
I
You
did
got out of
walk
your
away.
vehicle
You can't
twice.
do that.
You disregarded my commands.
I told you what this is all about. Why didn't you just come in and talk?
I don't know you. I don't know you. Listen, we don't know you.
Well, you should have called the supervisor here.
We
Then I
don't
know
have that
you.
opportunity every time. Listen to
Well,
me.
they know
We
me.
got the
Well,
report of a
right,
man
but
doing
you
a
don't
gun.
dictate what goes on. You gotta listen and let us figure shit out before you go running off. It looks like you get a report of somebody with a gun and you're running into a house. That's how it looks in car
You're not going to see the shooting the other day? The guy who allegedly didn't have a gun? Did you not see the shooting in Killingly the other day? The guy allegedly didn't have a
don't
gun.
want you to.
Okay, so that's our life that we have to deal with. We get the
Wolford knows me.
report.
They all know me.
It
No,
doesn't
no, we
matter
don't
if
all know
Wolford
you.
knows
Listen,
you.
Am I under
don't know
arrest?
you.
Am I under arrest?
Right now, I'm not sure.
You're under arrest. You're under arrest.
For what?
Huh? You're under arrest. Talk to you at the station.
All right, so they arrest him, right? They take him into custody. But there's more to the video. So keep watching. What's going on, Doug? How are you? From down comes close. Doing a lot. Then, yeah, that's what they're trying to do. Let's take a look at the
You're under
arrest.
arrest. We'll talk to you at the station.
Now remember, you saw the video where he pulled in. He left the gas station, pulled in. He was there for about a half hour. I took a lot of the video off because there's no reason for us to sit here for a half hour while he's just sitting in the car. So he was sitting in this parking lot for a long time. He was sitting in the parking lot. He left the gas station at 9:45, and the police didn't show up until around 10:30. They're all happy, right? They're thinking they're going to find a gun in his car. They got him. No, he was going through his emails to send me an email, man. Hey, Pavel, how are you, man?
You got this. So he's down here. Fire on that traffic. He's in and out of the vehicle.
Did you hear what the cop just said? He said he was weaving in and out of traffic, but this isn't a traffic stop. That's where they're wrong. He wasn't pulled over from a traffic stop. The police officer just said he was weaving in and out of traffic.
Well, fire on that traffic. He's in and out of the vehicle. Well, pulls up, shoots at AJ, tried to shoot him, stop, take it out, big sir, announcements on the radio. He's disobeying, he's doing whatever, and starts going up the stairs. He starts going up and chasing him up the stairs, putting him to that spot. He's saying that he heard her on the radio. Everyone knows me, blah, 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 whatever.
Yeah, he was looking at the emails in the car, man. We got a floater. Where's the floater at? I don't see him. I don't see the floater. Where is he? Joe Blunts, how are you, man? Thanks for joining me.
You didn't make it back inside, right?
I'm good, man.
Yeah.
Things are great.
Where was he exactly? What's that? Where was he exactly? Where was he? Yeah, in this area.
He got out after he was done.
They're thinking they're going to find a weapon. which is non-existent. Yeah, me too, man. I've had COVID. I think it's just starting to go away now.
Felony stop it. That,
Secure this here.
yep, secure it, bring it to the property. Is there any valuables in that?
Nothing in here. He's got a bunch of cash.
Bunch of cash in the vehicle? I got it.
No.
Okay.
Now they're saying that they were conducting a felony stop, which is not true because he wasn't driving. Because to pull over in the U.S., Bill, it happens all the time. They're Bill planting evidence, etc. So they're saying that they were doing a felony stop. Where is this in Connecticut? Plainfield.
Thanks, guys.
You need anything else, fellas?
No, good to go. Thank you.
Now they don't even know that they're being recorded at that time. It's insane that someone could get charged. So now the headlines the next day, or it could have been the same day, the headlines say Plainfield man pointed gun at drivers. Now, is that a false statement? Yes, it is. How could they get away with even saying that? It was on every news station, in the newspapers. And then to top it off, there's another newspaper called Win News in Connecticut. They put the wrong picture up there. They put someone else's picture there. So this whole situation is illegal to carry a lot of cash now. Yeah, obviously they don't care. They will try to figure a way, you know. Here, let's take another look at that. So now this is when he first pulls in. The video's a little choppy. That's why this is part one. I can refine it a little bit and get it a little more dialed in for you guys for the next part. And potentially I'm going to have an interview with the person that this was all about. So stay tuned for that. Thank you, Pavel. Look at that. There's no police around. And they said that they were conducting a felony stop. Now, where are all the police? If he was weaving in and out of traffic, where are the police? They would have followed him right to the parking lot, had the guns out and everything. The police don't show up for a long time.
Put your hands out the driver's side window.
Boom, the police just show up. Now, this video is a little chopped together, so I'll have some more time to really make it a smoother video, and you guys will see from start to finish on what it is. Looks like a setup. So what this all has to do with is somebody making an anonymous tip that a man's pointing a gun at traffic when he was sitting in his car listening to his emails to send me an email. Like, that's what this is all over. Someone doesn't like him, and they called on him, and they made a false police report, they made a false report. And now he's dealing with the repercussions because he got arrested. Now he has to go to court and defend himself. It's crazy. No gun, no gun. They found no gun. But the headlines read, man pointed gun at traffic. So where's the gun? Now, this is when the police first pull up. That little part right there was chopped up. But this is the part where the police first pull up. There is no gun. He wasn't even charged with having a gun. So how can they put this as the front title of the news, of the newspaper? Plainfield police, man pointed gun at drivers. It's slander. It's straight slander. It's false information. They're delivering false news, and that's News Channel 8, WTNH. All of them reported the same thing. Man pointed gun at drivers. And it's not true. I'm surprised they didn't start lacing them up right there.
Hey, you're not free to go.
They said you're not free to go, and they chase after him. Crazy. This happens all the time. It happens every day. And a lot of times there is no video evidence to back up the person's claim.
You know, I hear felony stop, I hear this, I hear that.
Yeah, it's over right before you.
Yeah, 100%.
You got to report it. Somebody, no, possibly pointing a gun at somebody.
100%.
And fucking, he's sitting here putting his arms up and down, he's putting his hands down. You can clearly hear right on the PA.
Yep.
You just get down and start walking upstairs and tell him to stop.
Yep.
And they keep going.
I don't need to argue anymore. I just want to.
You walk away, or you want to hear your life in?
So,
If you cannot afford a hire lawyer, one will be appointed to defend you for.
you might just carry his whole life savings on it. He has a new car. I think you're good.
Look, we got more. They're all happy. They're thinking they're gonna find something. We got him, right?
You might just carry his whole life savings on it. He has a new car. I think you're good. This was like when I looked at it quick, I was like, whoops. You know who he is, right? Yeah, he's doing the calls.
See what they just said? You know who he is, right? They said, yeah. But in the other video, they said they didn't know who he was. But now they're in the other video, they're pointing guns at him, telling him, don't move. And they're saying, we don't know who you are. But in this video, they admit, do you know who he is? Yeah.
So he actually was arrested way back there. We talked to
They don't know they're on camera right now. What's up, Paul? Thanks for joining me. Same up north. Guilty before I think what the fuck is happening? What a joke, man. I love their video. Keep it hidden. They really fucked themselves. 100%. They have no clue that this video exists. Let's go back to the other one.
You can decide at any time to exercise his rights.
They didn't find anything.
In a statement, you understand.
They didn't find anything. He doesn't do drugs. He didn't have any weapon.
You have no firearms in here? No, I don't. I have nothing in my car.
Yeah, maybe they're just harsh on double parking offenses. Did you say that he was emailing you? Yes, sir. He was emailing me information about a whole nother thing. And this all happened like in the middle of him emailing me. Crazy.
You gotta have a good reason for this. I didn't do nothing wrong.
You're pointing at someone walking by or something?
No, I'm on my fucking phone. I was on my phone.
Okay, and you hear the officer on the PA talk to you?
Yeah, but I'm saying, what the fuck did I do?
Okay, but
But you could have pulled in here and talked to me. You know what I mean?
You don't understand. I'm not involved in this, right? I wasn't here for this, so, right? Alright, so obviously I pulled up and I blew off out of We had a call that you were pointing something at someone walking by, at which point they believed there was a gun.
I don't even know nobody's around. I'm on my phone. Minding my
Yeah, but
business.
we don't know the call.
Okay, now you know that.
One more second.
Go ahead, go ahead.
And you got two officers on their PA telling you to put your hands up, whatever they're telling you to do, and then you start walking away.
Yeah,
Walking
I did walk away.
You can't do that.
You disregarded my command.
I told you what it's all about. Why you keep holding me talking?
I don't know you. Listen, we don't know you.
Well, you should have called the supervisor here.
We
They
don't
know
have
me.
that opportunity every time. Listen to
Well,
me.
they know
We
me.
got the report of
You heard what they said, right? We don't know you. What's up, Robert? How you doing? Mickey Greggs, how are you? Thomas. They said, we don't know you. He said, you guys know me? It's a small town. They all know who this guy is.
Right, but you don't dictate what goes on. You gotta listen and let us figure this shit out before you go running off. It looks like you get a report of somebody with a gun and you're running into a house. That's how it looks so far.
You're not going to see the shooting the other day? The guy who allegedly didn't have a gun? You're not going to see the shooting in Killingly the other day? The guy allegedly didn't have a gun? Okay, so that's our life that we have to deal with. When we get the report,
They all know me.
it doesn't matter.
we don't all know you.
Listen,
Am
I don't know you.
Am I under arrest?
Right now, I'm not sure.
You're under arrest.
See, this guy comes in with the dickhead move. You're under arrest. That's it. Oh, you're under arrest.
You're under arrest. Huh? You're under arrest. We'll talk to you at the station. You're under arrest. We'll talk to you at the station.
Hey, Generic, what's going on, man? Who you talking to, Doug? Hey, Doug, who you talking to? Huh? Don't say one letter when you know this. Yeah, don't talk, right? Fuck that, man. I would have said the same thing to him. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? I don't even know. He's sitting on his phone, going through his emails, and all of a sudden the cops are down the road. Look how far down the road they are when he pulls in. There are no cops. And then look where they park. Look how far away they are. Long Island audit opened my eyes to corrupt cops and public servants. Jimmy, how are you? So you see how far down the road they're parked? Full green light. How are you, man? You see how far they are? He doesn't even know that they're there for him. He thinks they're there down the road until the lady starts screaming in the bullhorn. Put your hands out the window. So in the headlines, they said he's under arrest. In the headlines, it says that motorist pointed gun at drivers. Man pointed gun at drivers, but he was booked and arrested for second-degree breach of peace and interfering with a police investigation. That's it. Nothing else. Now he's got to go to court for this.
Okay, so that's our life that we have to live.
Okay.
We get the report.
They all know him.
It
No,
doesn't
we
matter.
don't all know you. Listen.
They said, we don't all know you, right? Remember that part.
I don't know you.
Am I under arrest?
Right now, I'm not sure.
Hey, you're under arrest. You're under arrest.
For what?
Huh? You're
I believe that's the chief right there.
under arrest. We'll talk to you at the station. You're under arrest. We'll talk to you at the station.
Nothing's gonna stick, man. They wasted their time with this whole situation. It's a small town. They got nothing else to do. They're like, oh, there's some action.
So he's down here.
Did you hear that? He was pointing a firearm at traffic.
Well, try to stop, get down, big sir, announcements on the radio. He's disobeying, he's doing whatever, and starts going up the stairs. He's starting to run up and chase him.
See, they said he was weaving in and out of traffic. So they said they got him from the gas station. He was weaving in and out of traffic. Where's that part? Because he was just sitting in the car. Now let's check the other video where they're going through his trunk and listen close. I might have to turn the volume up.
He might just carry his whole life savings on it. He has a new car.
See, did you hear what they said? He might just carry his whole life savings on it. This is a new car. Who cares? He's got some money on him. What's that matter?
He might just carry his whole life savings on it. He has a new car.
You don't see a gun because there is no gun. There's no gun. Like, there was never a gun.
This was like when I just looked at it quick, I was like, whoops.
If anyone has a good lawyer or you know someone who wants to take this case for slander and all this stuff, because this is insane. The headlines on the news, on the newspapers say Plainfield police. Man pointed gun at drivers. There was no gun. There was never a gun.
You know who he is, right? Yeah, he's the one that called.
This is January 4th.
So he actually was arrested way back there.
Did you hear what they said? You know who he is? Yeah, they know who he is.
So he actually was arrested. You know who he is, right? Yeah, he's the one that called. So he actually was arrested way back there.
They just said he was arrested way back in the day. So how do they not know who he is? Now they know who he is? Kind of doesn't make sense. So he had an impact gun in the back of the car, you know, like one of the drills. And they thought it was a real gun, the impact gun. Watch, he says, oh, I got excited there for a minute. Good, he never stayed in the car and reached for something, right? They could have blasted him, man. And then they could have made something up later.
He might just carry his whole life savings. He has a new car.
That lady cop is out for blood.
This was like when I just looked at it quick, I was like, whoops.
You know who he is, right? Yeah, he's the one that called. So he actually was arrested way back there. Is that?
What you said? It's almost about the same thing.
Also, a couple of things. So he's obviously going back. Going through the car, this security vehicle. But I work with call. Let's see if we can get them on paper. You know.
They said, whoever called, we got to get them on paper. So they're looking for a witness, the person who called 911, but that person never came forward. It was an anonymous call. Guess what? We got the call. And we're going to play that on part 2. So make sure you stay tuned for part 2's coming with a lot more information. Remember, if there's a lawyer out there who wants to help this guy, reach out and we'll figure everything out. This guy, he needs some help because this is crazy.
He might just carry his whole life savings. He has a new car.
This was like when I just looked at it quick, I was like, whoops.
You know who he is, right? Yeah, he's the one that called.
They said they know who he is. What's going on, Dave? How are you? What's up, Staxx? It's crazy how similar the police are in England and the US, both busybodies. Busybodies. Listen, they got nothing to do. And the place where this guy is, he doesn't cause no trouble. He doesn't. Tune in to Chad Marks, Blood on the Razor Wire tonight for a great show. What time is it going on? 7, right? Yeah, that's why I did this at 6. And remember, I have another show after Blood on the Razor Wire. Make sure you come check out the interview part 2 with Larry Mazza. And there's going to be a part 2 to this.
So he actually was arrested way back there. Is that?
What you said? It's almost about the same thing.
So there's going to be a part 2 to this one. I'll probably do it tomorrow, and you guys will be able to hear a lot more information. I'm putting the link for tonight's show at 9 o'clock. But tonight, go over and check out Blood on the Razor Wire. I'll drop the link for that too. You guys can go check out Chad Mark's show. He has a really good show. And if you guys check out the interviews that Chad did, so those interviews where Chad's speaking with the young woman, that was me. That was recording it. So go check that out. It's pretty sad. It's a really sad situation. Young girl, she was only 19 years old on the street, and we went out and interviewed her. So we asked her, do you want to go to rehab today? We'll bring you to rehab. We bought her some food, try to look out for people. There's the link for Chad's show. Go check out Blood on the Razor Wire tonight. I'll have a lot more information about this situation on part 2. You guys will see it's going to get real. So if you guys like this content, hit the like button, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you can get my videos every time they drop. And if you're a lawyer out there that wants to help this guy, reach out to me and we'll take care of business. I appreciate everyone that takes the time to watch this show. If you don't like this podcast, too fucking bad. Start your own. And remember, don't be a bitch.